Media obsession with horror, with killers, with victims, always comes with romanticizing and humanizing the killer. American Horror Story's first season had to do with Tate, and humanized him and gave him so much fleshed out character that we care for, and we see cry, and we see get emotional, and the fluorescence of that energy is creating this strength in a person that took actions. Whether they're killer, they're in the dominant position. And that's how we romanticize and humanize things. It's seen as a strength. You're taking the actions, you're the dominant one. And then on the opposite end of that is victims. Elisa Lam, for example, from the Cecil Hotel, is an example of someone that is taken from their point of something they could not control. They were killed. They were shot. They were maimed. In all these positions victims are put in. They were raped. It's taken out of that context and saying, well, what weaknesses did this person have? Let's look at that first. But the weaknesses of someone who are the killers are humanized, are related to, are, oh, I was bullied too. Well, you weren't raped or killed in this way, and there's no dissuasion, there's no complete connection to something that you haven't gone through. And I think those, being as how we're horror obsessed in the media and everything, it's showing that how much you take from those perspectives of being a killer or being a victim. The way they show it, the way they critique it, is a way of saying that, well, the victim did it to themselves. The victim was bipolar. The victim was this. And all these things take away any sort of reality of the situation. This person was killed. This person was raped. This person was maimed. This person was this or that, the other, hung up this way, tortured. No, but they did this to themselves. They did this to themselves. So really, when we talk about how outside of the media that's going to be viewed, well, the media has a big perception on what the people not in media are going to think. It's not just going to stay in media. This is obviously an immediate surrounding of what people think. Otherwise, the popularity of something like American Horror Stories wouldn't continue. So, making this view of the killer. This is the killer, but come on, love this killer. Love this killer. Please, love him. Love this person. They're not so horrible. Well, they tortured people. They killed people. They went up to their faces and maimed them with a gun and shot them in the face. That's not horrible. That's literally what the presentation is. Humanize that the best way you can. What about this person who got killed? They caused it themselves. That's pretty much the end of the story right there. There's no definitive quality of this person that was killed that could mean less their fault. It's more their fault. And that's why I think in society today, pretty much people are going to throw the same things at everybody else. That says something happened to them a certain way. Well, you're weak. Why would you let that happen to you? Oh, you're not strong like this person who took actions and killed and maimed and raped. And it shows an obsession actually with actually wanting to do that too. Of what people really want to do. That's the horror obsession.